Well, first it was Ocasio-Cortez with her 70% tax rate, then Elizabeth Warren with her wealth tax, and now Senator Bernie Sanders wants to dramatically reverse recent downward trend of estate taxes, imposing a massive 77% top rate on the richest Americans. He also wants to widen the tax net to include anybody inheriting an estate that's worth more than $3.5 million. Candidate Hillary Clinton had a similar plan in 2016, but of course voters rejected her and that plan. So will voters in 2020 feel the same, or is this taxing the rich narrative gaining traction? What do you think?
Well, David, it's absolutely gaining traction because it has broad appeal. The fact is, most of us don't know the top 1% of Americans. So to tax the other guy, if you're not in that bracket, sounds fantastic. In fact, most people don't even have a dream of being in the top 1%, no matter how hard they work. Now, that's politically, I think it's a good message for Bernie Sanders. Realistically, of course, it's a silly message. And this is ironic coming from someone like Sanders, who probably himself, with his worth of, I think, over $2 million, is probably in the top 10% himself. It ruins any incentive to try to get ahead. Forget about companies like Amazon and Microsoft. Guys like Gates and Bezos and Elon Musk, what's the incentive to create and accumulate vast wealth if you can't give it away to your kids and your family and your estate? But for Sanders, probably a good platform to run on.
Yeah, Gary, I'm with you 100%. I think it's a wonderful message. I mean, we remember here as New Yorkers, right, Zuccotti Park and the 99% versus the 1%, and it was really all about bringing down the 1%, and the 99% weren't particularly organized, which is why that didn't really sort of take off in a meaningful way or with teeth. But I spent some time in Louisiana and New Orleans speaking with a lot of farmers at this Farm Bureaus Association, and for them, this is really a big deal. I mean, this is acres and acres of land that has been in their family. So, I mean, we think of, I think, the Hollywood version of the 1% or 0.1%, which is, you know, a hedge fund manager on a boat in the Riviera, whatever. But I mean, I spent all day, actually a day and a half, with people for whom this is really an issue. This is a livelihood. It's a legacy, to your point, Gary. I mean,
people
fourth
who
and
work
fifth
with their
generation.
hands.
Yeah.
So forgive me, I don't want to sound unduly cynical here, but it seems like every new progressive who jumps into the race finds a new tax that they can jump,
right?
Yes, that they can kind of make that their own. We've got, you know, Elizabeth Warren with the wealth tax, and now we got Bernie Sanders with the estate tax. Is there another tax out there that someone's
sure.
You know, what is Kirsten Gillibrand going to look at? Look, I don't think any of these things are ever going to pass because there are really enormous interests against them. But I agree with Gary. Unfortunately, that the narrative from the left is that the world is unfair, that the United States is unfair. I wish they would spend a little more time talking about how to create wealth, make more people move into that 1%, than only figure out how to bring down that 1%.
I think you're right. I mean, the world is unfair. It is unfair, but instead of ripping people down, let's create more tools to lift more people up.
Yeah, I mean, it's that old Australian saying that you want to cut down the tall poppies. You know, men like Bill Gates, they're the tall poppies, and they earned it. I mean, why? I'm just bewildered. Why are billionaires, people who've earned all this money, become public enemy number one? They've created these tremendous values. And I know there's that saying, well, you know, they leave it to the worthless heirs. Well, you know what? That's their decision. And whether they want to do like, you know, Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos and blast it off in a spaceship, or give it to heirs, or invest it, that's their decision. And just this hatred for wealth, for successful individuals, it's tremendously European. It's never really before been seen in American history.
But I don't think that America, I wouldn't say it's a dead sure thing that Americans are going to fall for the snake oil, because in fact there was a poll out in 2016, and Liz, we were talking about one in 2017, saying that most Americans want to eliminate the death tax or the inheritance tax. So maybe Americans aren't buying into this rhetoric. Maybe Democrats are just talking amongst themselves. They think it's going to sell, but it won't.
But I'll tell you who's come out very intelligently against this is Howard Schultz, who basically said, hey, I'm a billionaire. I came out of nothing. I created this great company, and he's proud of it.
And we're going to talk about that in the next block.
Good for him.
Yeah.